Okay, got that on. Got the water. You know, guys, we're gonna have to sit down and have a chat. We had some stuff happening this week. It's been a bit rough, actually. And well, there's your first hint. The gate is open. Well, I'm waiting on another 10.5 of hay to arrive. That's going to be our winter hay for our hay for the winter. And yeah, hopefully I can make something out of this video. My brain is a little tired. Let's say it's tired. The weather has started shifting. And we are pretty much out of the heat wave, and we've had some rain, and the garden is kind of winding down. Goats got into the greenhouse, ate all the kale, all the peppers, the grapes, all the way as high as they could reach. But we don't have to worry about that now because they are in their new pen, and that is great. Great news. Looks like we gotta do some repair before we get a freeze. We actually haven't got a frost yet. If you guys remember, we almost always get a frost for my birthday, which was yesterday, and we haven't had a frost yet. Pretty exciting, but enough delaying. Gotta talk to you guys about something. A couple of different things that's happened this week. It's kind of rough. We might as well hang out on the hay. We had to send Goldie, our husky, to a new home this week. We had you guys know her. She's a husky. Huskies like to run. If you are thinking of having a farm, do not get a husky. Now, I knew that. My grandpa used to breed chows. He taught me all about dogs and breeds, and I did tons of research before we even got our very first dogs, which were Australian Shepherd Border Collie mixes, which were fantastic. Loved them. They were scent trained. Did great on the farm. We didn't trust them with the animals. I don't trust dogs with animals, like just at all in general, but they were fine with them. Like if they got out, it wasn't a big deal. They'd hang out as long as we were out, but they were usually in the fenced yard. So we ended up getting this rescue husky, and you guys know her story. What? Did I leave you? What's the matter? What? I know you want to go outside. I know. Look at my floors. Do you see this? This is from canning. Goldie, come here. What do you want? What? What do you want? But you're naughty and you run away. Goldie. What's your matter? Are you mad at me? What's the matter? I know, but you won't stay home. We loved her, absolutely loved her, and she really has helped us emotionally through this really hard season we've been in. So as you can imagine, that is why I took a week off, because I needed to be here with my kids and process this, find her a good place to be. And she is so happy in her new home. She has a new name and she has a new family, and they love her and fell in love the moment they walked in the door. And of course, because who wouldn't love Goldie? And that's not why we were getting rid of her. We didn't send her to a new home because we didn't love her. We sent her to a new home because we loved her so much. We had a situation come up in our neighborhood, and no matter how hard we worked and how hard we tried to keep our fences shut, she just would not stay home, and she would find a way out and she basically, her life was in danger. And oh, looks like my hay's here. So we decided to do the best thing that we could. Oh, you guys, I am tired, and this is a lot more than what this is. Good thing I just ate dinner, right? So anyway, I don't have to draw it out. I do have something else to tell you, so I'll tell you that here in a minute. But essentially, she needed to be safe, and the only way I can ensure safety for her was to find her a new home. So that's what we did. So it has been a rough week. It has been a rough week. We have been pretty devastated, but just know that we found a home that honestly was perfect, like absolutely as close to perfect as possible. We have a YouTube channel. Do you mind if we film? Okay.
Those hooks are sharp.
They're very sharp. These all her life.
Did you like hurt you or something?
No.
Awesome.
Just used them from my uncle's farm growing up, and
I'm gonna remove the goats.
yes, that was a good idea because they would have been all over the place.
Yeah, that's what I was reading. 1.5 of alfalfa done. Ton of grass hay coming. Shop is looking pretty amazing. We still have to clean that out because I got a surprise coming in, but I'm not gonna tell you about that quite yet. I gotta go find a water bucket for these goats. I think they need a bigger bucket. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta go check it out. The boys still have one. I think the let's see. In true farm style, we've decided we're suddenly going to move these goats into our finished goat pen because we have 3 tons of hay coming, which I'm very excited to have, but it's a little last minute. That's just the way it works. So we're gonna get these goats moved into their new home. You guys wanna come out? Hold on, you can't stand on it though. Come on, goats! Come on, goats! Rosie girl! Rosie! Come on, Rosie girl! Good girl. Rosie! Oh, I'm gonna have to go get Rosie. Come on! Come on! Rosie! Come on! Oh, let me. There you go. Come on. Come on. Yep, that's the way. There you go. Come on. Come on, Rosie. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. Come on, baby. There's those guys. Goats. Oh, we did it. They're in their new pen. Okay, I told you I had one more thing to tell you, and I didn't end up having time to film it that day because the next load of hay came. It's just one of those weeks. I don't mind. I really prefer the cooler temperatures, so I'm pretty excited about that. But I wanted to let you know that the other thing that happened was you guys have seen me go to Cedar Mountain Farm Bed and Breakfast many, many times. We have filmed there, have picked many herbs from there, all kinds of things. We've been there together lots of times. So one of the owners, my dearest farm friend, she passed away this week. So I will leave a blog that I wrote down in the description box if you would like to read about her life, or if you knew her, please be praying for the family. And you know, I mean, there's just no good time. There's just no good time for these types of things to happen. This was very sudden and very shocking. we just were not prepared for it. So she came and helped with my goat Cape that we lost this past spring, and she's the person that I call when I don't know what to do. And she did the same thing for me, which was really sweet of her, because I feel like there were so many better people that she could have called, but she would call me and ask me, you know, I have this thing going on, you know, what do you think I should do? And we would just pray for each other. We prayed a lot for each other, and we really have become very, very close over all of the years. So the blog article that I wrote, she just was a very unique person that had a lot of wisdom. And so I went through all of our messages for the past 2 years, because I couldn't go back further than that, but I mean, I could have, but that would have been even more. So I went back as far as I could and just pulled out those little pieces of wisdom that she shared with me over the years, and how helpful that they have been. And I just thought maybe they would be helpful for somebody else, especially all of the amazing people who are really grieving her. So that is the other thing that happened. So we've really been just dealing with a lot of grief and going through all of that, hence why my hair is a wreck, and I just don't really know what to do with myself this week. There is a time for pushing through, and there is a time for going through and allowing yourself to feel what you need to feel. And so last week was just a lot of grief, and this week is just kind of getting back into the swing of things and making sure that I'm in alignment with what God wants for this channel and me, and what I should be sharing, and all of those sorts of things. So thank you guys for hanging out with me and hanging in there. I know I feel so bad, because I feel like our posting schedule has just been all over the place, and I am trying to get to a place where it is more consistent. But I feel like so many of you understand, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate how many of you have reached out. I know you are connected with me in many different formats, not just YouTube. So thank you for your sweet, sweet words, and just helping our family through this time. I really, I think this is probably my favorite part of all of this is community, because really that's why I'm doing it. Is to connect with you guys and to help you and support you in your journey. So posting schedule is going to be a little wonky for a couple weeks here, and then hopefully we'll be getting right back into the swing of it for the fall season, and I am excited for that. I am excited to finish out the garden redo. That project had to be totally halted and put on pause for just a little bit, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more done. I will make sure I film it, and I will share it with you at some point. If you have been putting in a Back to Eden garden, don't worry, just keep doing what you're doing, keep building your good foundation, and I will have those videos out.
Meet you upstairs.
Sorry, my kids have been doing a project. They're coming in. Okay. It will be coming out. Hang in there. We got this, guys. Okay? Don't forget to learn and grow. And I'll see you in the next one.